Hi there, Chevy owners. Today in your 2020 Chevy Sonic, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install Blue Ox's KarGard. Blue Ox's KarGard is a shield that's going to install in front of your vehicle, so all the rocks, dirt, and debris that your motorhome is kicking up and throwing while you're pulling your vehicle down the road can simply bounce off the shield and it won't ding up and damage the front of your vehicle. Because while you may not be thinking about it while you're pulling your vehicle behind the road, it's getting beaten by wind and dust, dirt, debris, rain, and everything else that's getting flung up on it. So our KarGard here can help minimize any damage that can occur from just naturally pulling your vehicle around. And the KarGard is designed to mount right onto a Blue Ox tow bar, but there is additional bracketry included. So if you have a different manufacturer's tow bar, you can get this installed on there as well. We'll begin our installation here with our tow bar hooked up. We don't have it fully extended or anything. That way we can kind of maneuver it around as we need to. But we do got it hooked up. I find it to be a little bit easier to have it hooked up. In the Blue Ox instructions, it wants you to hook up this side and not this side. It wants you to support this side. It's up to you. I find it's fine to just go ahead and pin it into the other side as well, as long as it's not fully stretched out or anything like that. So we're going to start our installation by removing the factory bolt that's located here. Use a 19mm socket and wrench to zip this out. So now we got the bolt out of there, we'll take our base here. It's going to sit on here like this, and we want to use the hole closest to the base. Instead of using the bolt that we just removed, we're going to use the bolt that comes in your kit. It's going to be quite a bit longer. Place a washer on it, drop it down through your base, all the way down through your tow bar, and then on bottom we can place another flat washer and then thread on the nylon locking nut. Now we don't want to tighten it all the way down at this point. We want it to be able to adjust it a little bit here as necessary. So we're gonna just snug it up just a little bit just to take up some of the play, but we still want to, again, be able to move it. All right, and that's pretty good there. It's still movable, so we can adjust that as we need to. So now we're going to do the same thing over on the other side. So next we're going to take the towers here. They're going to slide down into the bases, and then we'll secure it with the included pins. Do the same on the other side. We can then take our clamps and drop them into place. You'll have two for each side. And these are going to get L brackets installed onto them. You have two different L brackets that you see here. One where it goes down, angles, and the pin goes up, and then the other one here that's opposite of that. It's going to go up, out, and the pin goes up. And both the pins, we always want those pins to be facing up. The longer pin is our lower one. So this one's going to go down here and install onto the bracket down here. So we'll take a lock washer and one of these smaller bolts that come in our kit. Just slide the lock washer onto the bolt, slide the bolt through your bracket, and then just thread it right in because it's threaded there on your L bracket. And we're just going to snug this up just a little bit. We're going to use a 13mm socket to do so. And we just want this bracket to be snug enough to the point that we can still slide it up and down. So I'm going to loosen it just a hair. And there we go. We can still adjust it. That's what we're looking for. We want that angled up. We're going to do the same thing now with the other bracket and position it here on top, just like this. It's going to use same hardware as the lower bracket. All right, get that started, and then we'll snug it down. And we're not trying to snug it real tight, just enough to hold it in the groove for us. And we can slide that guy up some. So now on the other side, we're going to do the same thing, getting our brackets installed like this. So we're about ready to put our entire assembly together here. You'll get these rubber washers. Each one of these is going to just sit in place on top of the posts. That's just to help prevent any kind of rattle noises and stuff like that. And then we'll go over to the actual KarGard portion there. It's currently at like a 90 kind of. We want to straighten it out and insert the rod here. So once you straighten it out, right here in the center, insert your rod all the way down. And then we're just gonna lean it right here for a second. There's a pin that goes in there as well. And we can take our pin here, and this will just slide on through the handle, and then you can lock that in place. We're now gonna take our assembly and we're gonna set it in place. I'm gonna grab the other two pins and just stick them in my pocket so I got them ready here. We'll now bring the assembly over, and we wanna try to get the top ones connected first. So we're just kind of holding it up there. There we go. We can slide that up in there. This one will slide in the same pinhole on the opposite side. That looks pretty good for our attachment point there. Let's see, it actually kind of looks like our bars are at a slightly open angle. So we're actually going to put it, I believe, in a hole, because we want our bars to be pretty much straight up and down out of the bases there. So this seems pretty good to give us a point where they're kind of straight up and down. So now that you got it sitting on there, grab one of your pins and pin in the top. We'll then pin in the other side here. We're going to take our lower brackets here. We're going to bring them up and line them up with the corresponding lower hole. And it might slide down a little bit on you, no big deal. There we go. So we've got it slid up in there. We're now going to grab our ratchet so we can snug these up a little bit tighter. This is also where we're going to adjust the height of where our KarGard's going to sit. So now I'm just lifting it up so that way it clears the tow bar to where we're not touching it, and we're going to zip these down. That'll hold that in place there. We'll bring this one up now. Slide that in place there. We're going to make sure we get it roughly the same height as the other side over there. That looks about the same, so we'll snug it down. Those look good. Our top ones here should already be roughly in the position they need to be because the pins kind of hold it there. So we're just going to kind of twist these a little bit to straighten out the beam a little. And then we can snug these ones down. Now once you've got it all adjusted where you want it, we can go back and tighten down all of our hardware. And that completes our installation of Blue Ox's KarGard on our 2020 Chevy Sonic.